Auntie Haja had lived in the big family house in Garanda for a very, very long time. People in the village were a little scared of her loud voice, but they loved her delicious food. And when she was quiet, everyone listened. But one week, something strange happened. A quiet, heavy feeling, like smoke, that just wouldn't go away, started to fill the house. It all began when Lami, the younger wife, was sweeping under Auntie Haja's bed. Her broom bumped into something hard. She looked closer and found a small dusty wooden box with a tiny lock. It looked like it hadn't been touched in ages. Lami knew she shouldn't open it alone, so she called Zuaira, the first wife, to see it. Zuaira said, "I don't touch things that aren't mine," but her eyes got super wide when she saw the box. Later that evening, Auntie Haja called both women to her room. She held the open box on her lap. Inside were three curious things: a shiny silver ring, a family photo that looked like jasmine bond, and a piece of thorn cloth soaked in oil. No one said a word. "I didn't put these things here," Auntie Haja said slowly, her voice soft, "but they belong to someone in this house." That night, Lami had scary dreams of fire and shouting. Zuaya couldn't sleep at all. She just kept tossing and turning on her mat. Auntie Haja sat by her window all alone, staring at the moon. The next day, the whole house was buzzing with whispers. A neighbor swore he saw someone sneaky go into Auntie Haja's room a few days ago, and that person mumbled that the early clue looked like something from old village magic. Nobody knew the real story, but everyone started to guess. 3 days went by, and Auntie Haja stopped joining the women's evening chat. Her colorful wrappers seemed to lose their brightness, just like her spirit. Zuera tried to act strong, but she looked worried. That silver ring, she had definitely seen it before, many years ago, on Baba Musa's finger before he died. And then, poof, it had vanished. One morning, Zuera burst into Lami's room without even knocking. Lami, who was calmly peeling okra, looked up. "Talk now before I see something I wish I had it," Zuera backed. Lami just looked at her and said, "Then say it." Zuera pointed a finger. "You found the box. You started this whole mess," Lami replied quietly. "I called you to see it, or did you forget what you left behind?" Before they could say another word, Auntie Haja appeared at the door, having had everything. "You both know more than you are telling," she said. She picked up the silver ring. "This was my husband's. It disappeared before he died. Someone in this house brought it back, with poison in their fingers." Suddenly, no one spoke. Not because they were afraid of being blamed, but because Auntie Haja had just said something shocking. The ring had been stolen before Baba Musa died, and now it wasn't just about a strange box anymore. It was about a death. The very next morning, some children playing behind the kitchen found another black and white family photograph, tucked inside an old cooking pot. It showed Auntie Haja, Baba Musa, and their son, and behind them, younger versions of Lami and Zuera. But Baba Musa's face in the photo had been scratched out. When the little boy brought the photo to Lami, her heart sank. She knew what this meant. She rushed to Auntie Haja's room, but when she got close, she could already hear Zuera arguing loudly. "You think I did it? You made him choose her over me," Zuera hissed. "You raised my son to love one woman, then gave him two," she added. Lami turned away from the door, feeling completely overwhelmed. But as she did, she saw something that made her feel cold inside. The same burnt photograph from the box lying under the neem tree, still warm from a recent fire. Two photos, two bonds, and in both, Baba Musa's face was destroyed. That night, Lami stepped outside to get some fresh air. She noticed something else, something very familiar. The oily cloth from the box, now neatly folded and clean, sitting right on Auntie Naja's prayer mat. A tiny yellow thread was tied around its edges. Lami remembered her own mother used to tie yellow thread for protection. That cloth was hers. Zuera appeared behind her, startling her. You touched it, she asked sharply. It was left here, Lami whispered. Zuera sneered. You and your quiet lies. You want to look innocent. I want peace, Lami said. Then burn that cloth, Zuera snapped. Because peace died with Baba Musa. Suddenly, Auntie Naja appeared behind them. Her voice firm. No one would burn anything, she said. That cloth was used to send me to the ground. Someone here tried to finish what they started years ago. They stood in silence, all three of them, under the moonlight, each woman filled with old memories, quiet fear, and a heavy feeling of guilt. The next morning, Yahaya, the neighbor's son, was playing in the yard, acting out voices. Give me the ring, he shouted, waving a stick. Then he changed his voice. I didn't steal it. It fell into my hand. Adahaja stepped outside, her eyes curious. What are you saying? Yahaya grinned. It is what I had that night near the tree. Someone said, it is his fault, let it burn. Then another said, no, it is you. Then someone cried. Everyone stared at the little boy. Which picture? Adahaja asked softly in her voice, bearing a whisper. The one with the man whose face was gone, the child said. Like someone scratched it with fire. Suddenly everything made sense. The boy had had the secret coming back to life that night. That evening the three women sat quietly on the mat. Adahaja laid the mysterious items between them. The silver ring, the early cloth, and the burnt photograph. No one lived, she said, her voice serious, until we speak the truth. Zuera was the first to speak, her voice trembling. I scratched Babu Musa's face from the photo, she admitted. I was so angry. He always liked Lami more. He even pushed my husband to marry her. I burnt the photo out of anger. She looked at Lami with fire in her eyes, but I didn't touch that box. Lami swallowed hard. I did. I found the ring last year. It was hidden in the old storeroom. I put it in the box to make the truth come out. And the cloth? Auntie Haja asked. It was my mother's, Lami said. I left it under your bed to comfort you the day you collapsed. I didn't know it would look like a magic charm. As Haja leaned back and her shoulders dropped, as if a heavy weight had been lifted. All this is of guessing, of quietness, and of guilt came crashing down. I have lived in fear, she said quietly. Not because of spirit, but because of what was left unsaid. She looked at both of them, her eyes full of new kind of understanding. Tonight, we end this. Not as enemies, but as women who finally told the truth. And just like that, the old scary secret lost all its power. Because when the truth is finally spoken, it becomes freedom. Moral of the story. When secrets are kept hidden, they grow into dark shadows that live with us and make us scared. But when the truth is finally spoken, even if it is a little bit painful, healing can begin. Jealousy and keeping secret can hurt families badly, but being honest, even if it is late, can save them.